My 26M wife, 27F, cheated, but my family are taking her side and making things harder for me. We grow up almost together, our parents were close friends and we lived in the same building. I used to hate her when I was a kid because she was always better than me, and I can say she received more love from my parents than me. We both got accepted in best uni in our country, but they only held a party for her, and thier excuse was, she ranks second in whole country while I was only top 50. But she herself cared for me more than anyone else. She confessed to me when I was 17 and we got married when I was 23, 3 years ago. We had a great marriage until 3 months ago I came home, and before going in I stopped to smoke a cigarette. Then I heard my wife voice from window. I went closer to talk to her, and it was when I heard her saying, "We should end this, it's wrong. I love Dan." What'd she call me? Don't call me again. I felt like I wanted to throw up my stomach. I felt really bad, but after a few minutes I calmed down and went in. I didn't say anything to her. I was trying to convince myself maybe I am wrong. Since things are almost over and I am in a better situation, I decided to post an update. I considered some of comments, especially about my parents. About 20 days ago one of our friends gave a message from her. She said she would sign the papers if I meet her and listen to her words. I used a new SIM card and didn't check my social apps, so I had no contact with her. We meet, well, it was really awkward. She wasn't even sure what she wants to tell me or even if she wants to talk about it, but eventually she explained herself a little. She said that they didn't had physical contact and it was just one kiss. Which I said I don't care. She lost my trust and that's it. And a lot other words. I was trying to be cold, but when she started crying I lost it and she asked me for a second chance. I said, you know me enough so you already know even if I give you another chance I won't be able to treat you the same, and I don't want to do that. I asked her to sign the papers with my lawyer, which she did. Then I walked her to her car and she said, "I'm sorry, I don't know why I did that. I was out my mind, but I still love you more than anything. I wanted to say you wouldn't have done this if you actually loved me, but I controlled myself. It's obvious that I still have feeling for her. I didn't to make the ending more sad." As for my parents, I talked to them several times and my mother got a little better, but after I told him about her signing the papers he said that he would remove from inheritance and give everything to my sister, and I said I don't care. Not that I actually don't care about money, but I have enough of my own, and my sister hate my parents more than anyone, and I know she wouldn't accept thier money at all. She is into women and my parents are Muslim, so it was completely unacceptable for them, so they heard a lot before she leave and they finally had to accept her after years. I know she would only visit them once a year at best. But we have a good relationship. Even though my wife is her close friend, she supported me. So while I'm talking with my mom a little, my relationship with my father is non-existent until he accepts this fact, and this time I want him to say he will support me from now on and he made a mistake in past. I didn't want this to spread because of my own reputation, which is important here, but it did anyway. About 1 week ago my friend called me saying he know about this and he is really sorry. The guy manager is working for his company and he already talked to him and he won't get any other job. It's in small industry and he will make sure that he won't get accepted in other agency. Well, you guys might say that it won't help you feel any better and it's not moral, but so what he did. Few days later finally the guy came to my office to apologize, which obviously is because of his job, but I didn't accept. After a while he got frustrated or angry or whatever and started badmouthing me and my ex-wife. I punched him in the face and he was dragged out by guards. He won't be able to sue me because if he do and I bring up his relationship with my ex-wife to police, he will be in a big trouble. In our country it's considered a very big crime and also has crazy punishment. I don't want to act like what I did was correct. I know it was wrong, but at least I won't have this thoughts about why I didn't sue him or do anything to him anymore. Sorry it got a little long. I was actually thinking about them again when I was writing, and it was definitely one of the hardest and saddest part of my life. Later my wife left the house to go to gym. She always leave her phone at home when she's going to gym. After struggling for few minutes I decided to check her phone. I can open it with my fingerprints. It was her decision to add my fingerprints so I can use it in case of emergency. I find the chats very fast. They've been talking since 1 month ago. I was expecting that she had already deleted anything about him, but well, it was all there. I knew the guy from high school. He had nothing but looks. After reading the chats I realized they got in contact in a school gathering party and my wife asked him few questions about photos since he's a model, and then they had a meeting which I didn't know about. After that they were more intimate and went on a second date. He kissed her in that date and they talked about it in chat. It was for 2 days ago. I had enough. I stopped reading. I wrote, "I want divorce." How did you do that to me, on paper, and left it on top of phone with chat still open and left the house? I turned off my phone and went to my parents' house. Next day when I woke up she was there and I soon realized my parents think we had a problem and want to help us. They were keep saying, married couples always fight and we should overcome these issues. I was really tired, angry, and when my father repeated almost the same thing I shouted, she fucking cheated on me. She cheated on me, and then I realized I am crying. I left house and went to my parents' house. I expected my parents to take my side and stop bothering me, but next day my mother called me and said, she explained everything to me. She's really sorry. It's not that bad. She didn't had any close relationship with him. We should be forgiving. I was desperate. I said no, I want divorce, and she keep telling those things again. And she was saying I am overreacting, it was only a small mistake and it's like they had sex, they just meet 2 times. I hang up. Few days later on went to my parents' house to talk to my father about selling the house after divorce, and he said, I'll only allow you in my house with your wife, and closed the door. It was second saddest moments in my life after when I realized my wife cheated. It's been 3 months and my parents keep asking me to forgive her and don't allow me in thier house. We're still married because she refused to sign the divorce papers, and in my country if one of partners refused to get divorce it will take lots of time and they have to first participate in 3 sessions with a therapist. And she's been following me whenever she can, crying asking me to give her another chance, and seeing her like this make me really sad because I really loved her. But I just can't forgive her. I just can't trust her anymore and not think about how she cheated on me. I don't know anymore what to do with my life, how to deal with my parents, or even how to make her stop. Peas. In my country unless she do something serious like hurting me I can't sue her for anything, and honestly I don't even want to do that if it was possible.